खुल क्यों नहीं रहा है?
Hi guys, I hope you all are doing well. For this video, I am going to be sharing all the 5 major mistakes that I have been doing up until last year. This year I have rectified myself. I have worked on those mistakes and I want you all to also know those mistakes and not repeat them for yourself. So without wasting any more time, let's get started with the video. And for this video I am having this cold coffee. It's time for me to leave for office, but then it's my priority. I treat YouTube as nothing but my passion. So yeah, I got to do what I got to do, and yeah, without wasting any more time, let's get into the video. So the first one is compromising on self-worth. This is probably the ugliest thing that I have done to myself. I have realized now that I have given importance to the people in my life who no longer matter. So I always used to think that having those people in my life would be very important, and I wouldn't be, let's say I wouldn't be able to survive without them. I was really, let's put it this way, I was really ignorant of my own feelings. I did not know that despite having regular misunderstandings and arguments, not regularly, but yeah, in general, I was not in a good state of mind and not having good days. I could say that most of my weekdays would be really shabby because I was not feeling in good space of mind. So I have started to refrain from having any interactions with those people from this year, and yeah, that has made a lot of difference in my life. So if you are someone who is suffering from a bad mental state because of this reason, you should certainly work on yourself. So before I tell you the next point, let me quickly sip onto my iced coffee. If you are not following me on Instagram, you wouldn't know how much I love McD iced coffee. This is absolutely a savior on days I don't like having my PG ka breakfast. So yeah, coming to the second point is to be too worried about my future. It's equally rewarding and challenging to have a job, but it also comes with great responsibilities. This is why I'm saying this is because I am a person who has always been inquisitive about knowing what's coming my way. I have always thought about myself 5 years down the line, and if things wouldn't go my way, I would really get worried about thinking about ways to recover myself in future. I would create fake scenarios in my head and really get anxious about those days which are yet to come. So yeah, in that way I created a lot of trouble for myself, my mental health, and now I don't do that any longer. I take one day at a time, and I would want you to also do the same. The next point is trusting people very easily. Now this is somewhat related to the first point that I have mentioned, which also means that I used to trust people very easily, and which is why I was really gullible. I would really believe in people who would be nice to me, talk good things to me, not knowing their true intentions. I'm not saying that I have eradicated that nature from my life completely, but I am certainly working on it, and I try to get into the details rather than believing at first. Now moving on to the fourth point is to not overburden myself anymore. I used to really overburden myself with working late at night, and at the same time realize that people who are elder to me and who are much experienced than I am would work a certain number of hours to a certain extent and not beyond their capacity, which was a learning for me in the past 1 year, to know that where to set my boundaries. Of course, I do not mean to say that you will not work hard. You will of course work hard, but not at the cost of your health. Having said that, I have worked on myself with respect to this point, and I no longer burden myself, stress myself out with work. I devote my duty hours to work and the rest of it to my passion. Moving on to the last point, this is a very funny point. It is that I shop unnecessarily. Guilty as charged. I really feel that I shop things unnecessarily and end up not using them the next month or the next week. I don't see myself using them, and this is a very bad problem. I am not afraid or ashamed of sharing it on camera, but yes, I do spend without thinking if I really need that product. So as a result, I overspend some of the months. So yeah, I would want you to not repeat that mistake. I am working on it from this year, and I think I'll save more than what I used to. Yeah, so yeah, with that we have come to the end of the video, and I've still not finished my coffee because I wanted to speak to you guys first. And yeah, if you liked watching this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.